Welcome back, everybody. I hope everyone is doing great today, and let's get started. Our first root is sect. Sorry about that. And sect means to cut. I'm going to go ahead and give you two example words. One of them is going to be dissect. And dissect means to cut apart. To cut apart. And my second word is going to be intersection. And intersection means place or point where two things cut or cross each other. I'm going to go ahead and use dissect in a sentence. I'm going to go ahead and read that to you. The biology teacher told the students to dissect the frog. Moving on to our next root is self. And self means of, for, or by itself. I'm going to go ahead and give you an example word. One of them is self-respect. Meaning respect for yourself. I'm going to go ahead and use self-respect in a sentence. I'm going to go ahead and read that to you. The young man had self-respect for himself. Moving on to our next root, and that is semi. And semi means half and partial. I'm going to go ahead and use semi and give you an example word, and that is semi-annual, meaning half a year. I'm going to go ahead and use semi-annual in a sentence. And semi-annual means half a year. going to go ahead and read that to you. The big meeting will be semi-annual. I'm going to go ahead and move on to my next root. And my next root is sept, or septi, meaning 7. I'm going to go ahead and give you an example. And that is September, as in the month of September. And that means the 7th month of the year in the Roman calendar. I'm going to go ahead and use September in a sentence. I'm going to go ahead and read that to you. The little girl's birthday was in September. Moving on to our next root is serve. And that means to save. Or keep. I'm going to go ahead and give you 2 example words. One of them is conserve. Meaning to save or keep something safe. My next word is going to be reservation. And reservation means person. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. It means a place kept for a person. Place kept for a person. I'm going to go ahead and use reservation in a sentence. I'm going to go ahead and read that to you. They made hotel reservations from the beginning of winter. Excuse me. Moving on to our next root is sol. Sol means alone. I'm going to go ahead and give you an example word, and that is going to be solo. And the meaning of that word is a performance done by one person alone. And I'm going to go ahead and use solo in a sentence. I'm going to go ahead and read that to you. The girl performed an amazing piano solo. Moving on to our next root is also sol. Soul has two different meanings. One of them is to be alone, and the other one is sun. This soul means sun. I'm going to go ahead and give you an example word, which is solar, meaning involving the sun. I'm going to go ahead and use solar in a sentence, and I'm going to say I'm going to go ahead and read that to you. The planets in our solar system circle around the sun. Moving on to our next root is some. And I'm going to go ahead and give you the meaning of that, and that means to sleep. I'm going to give you an example word. Is insomnia. And insomnia means inability and ability to fall asleep. I'm going to go ahead and use insomnia in a sentence. I'm going to go ahead and read that to you. The boy couldn't sleep because he had insomnia. Moving on to our next root, which is sun. Meaning sound. And I'm going to go ahead and use this root to give you an example word, and that is supersonic. And supersonic means faster than sound. Faster than sound. I'm going to go ahead and use supersonic in a sentence. I'm going to go ahead and read that to you. The plane broke the supersonic barrier. Moving on to my final root is Soph, and Soph means wise. I'm going to go ahead and give you an example, and that is philosopher. And philosopher means a wise person. And I'm going to go ahead and use philosopher in a sentence. I'm going to say Plato was one I'm going to go ahead and read that to you. Plato was one of the world's greatest philosophers. That is it for now. I had a great time. Hope to see you next time. Take